Part 43. Informing the Quraysh. When the Prophet descended back to Jerusalem, he rode al-Buraq back to Mecca. He then narrated firsthand, "When I woke up the next morning, I felt an anxiety about how I will inform the people about what happened and what they would say, and that they would disbelieve me. As I sat by the Kaaba, nervous and worried, Allah willed that the enemy of Allah, Abu Jahl, passed by and saw me in that state. He asked mockingly,
'What's the matter?'
And I said, 'Last night I was taken to Al-Aqsa Mosque.' He was shocked and asked,
'And you are now here amongst us?'
And I replied, 'Yes.' He did not know whether to mock me now or call the Quraysh to listen in before I could retract. He said,
'If I call the Quraysh, will you tell them exactly what you told me?'
I said, 'Yes.' And Abu Jahl began shouting,
'O people of Ka'b ibn Lu'ay,
until everyone gathered, and he said,
tell your people what you just told me.'
I said, 'Last night I was taken to Al-Aqsa Mosque.' They asked,
'And you are now here amongst us?'
And I replied, 'Yes.' Some began clapping mockingly, others put their hands on their head, and others began laughing. Someone from the crowd who had been to Al-Aqsa Mosque then said,
'Can you describe it for us?'
Everyone knew that the Prophet had never been to Jerusalem, so this was a clear test. The Prophet began describing Al-Aqsa Mosque, but the Quraysh began asking about specifics that he was not able to recall. The Prophet traveled at night and was on a surreal mission, so he did not notice every detail of his surroundings. Demonstrating his humanity, the Prophet admitted, "I was more terrified than I had ever been before." This was because he could not answer the people's questions. As the Prophet grew in worry, he suddenly saw Al-Aqsa Mosque descend from above until he could see everything clearly. He then answered every single question with precision and accuracy, and the Quraysh admitted that his descriptions were correct. One of the Quraysh then ran to Abu Bakr and said,
"Do you know what your companion has just said? He claims to have gone all the way to Jerusalem and back in one night."
Abu Bakr replied most diligently,
"If he said that, then it is true."
He did not blindly believe it in case the man was lying, yet he did not doubt the Prophet for a single second. The man then scoffed,
"Do you believe him?"
Abu Bakr replied,
"I believe him in something much more amazing than that. He claims that revelation descends to him from the 7 heavens."
Thenceforth he became known as Abu Bakr al-Siddiq, the Truthful.